So, let's just talk about the countries. Just to give you an idea, we operate in 15 countries in Africa. I'm just going to go through this. This gives you an idea of our presence. Benin Republic, we opened last year, April, doing very well. We're in Botswana, Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, Eswatini, which used to be Swaziland. We're in Ghana, we're in Kenya, we're in Lesotho, we're in Mozambique, we're in Namibia, we're in Nigeria, we're in South Africa, and we're in Uganda, sorry. We're in Tanzania and Togo. So we're in 15 countries in Africa. So what happened in 2022? I can say that our sales were up 10% in Africa, which is good, considering the business size that we have, considering the economies that are struggling, considering all the inflation pressures and that. So why I put this up here is to say network marketing is a growth business. The industry is growing, right? Now I'll share this with you. In 2022, globally, network marketing and direct selling was worth $22 billion with a B. So it's a big industry that's growing. And it grew close to 8%, 21 versus 22. So we're in the right industry, right? It's growing. What happened in Near Life in Africa in 2022? We opened our DC in Benin Republic from the 1st of April. It's doing extremely well. I'm going to be there in 10 days' time. We launched magnesium and vegan tea exactly this time last year. Do you remember? Don't forget about these products. And do yourself a favor, make a note of this, make a note of this, okay? Magnesium is a product that everyone needs, and the PV-BD ratio is excellent, right? Magnesium. Don't lose focus on it. Don't forget vegan D as well, vitamin D. Products that we launched. Remember that new products add to your business. It increases your sales with new products. There's new products coming this year, which we'll share with you as they become available. What can you expect from us? Sorry, not in this country. It's like to get registered, right? Godfrey?
In the process.
Right. Yes. But you got magnesium, right?
Magnesium, we have it.
So what can you expect from us this year? And I've spoken to some of you on our one-on-ones. We're going to have more company-sponsored business presentations or opportunity meetings, and we'll give you that detail as we get it. New and exciting products now in 2023, it's going to happen. Incentives. We spent about an hour on that, okay? But at least we get it, right? New and exciting incentives, opportunity to make more money. And my advice to you is go through every selling incentive, anticipate the questions you're going to get from your teams, have your answers ready, practice, 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 help them to understand it, and I can assure you by the end of this month or end of February, everybody will understand it. And every time you have a meeting, you stand up in a meeting, okay? And you're doing team training or your own team meetings with your leaders. I would say after you've done your mission and your vision of your team and some of the team incentives, go straight to the company incentives after that, because they get them excited. And when you tell people how much money they can make, the excitement is kind of natural. So I'm just going to go through this quite briefly, and I don't want you to get too caught up in the detail of this slide, but I'm just highlighting for you the type of meetings that we have. So take a snap of this, and then you can look at it at home when you get home tonight or this week. Take a snap of that. All it means is what meetings do we have, what's the purpose, who's involved, the frequency and the qualification. Take a snap. I'm not going to go in detail. It's self-explanatory, but it's how we put our meetings together. What is the company meeting? What is the team meeting? The qualifications. It's a snap. And then that's the second one. So it's the meetings at the top in green, the purpose, frequency, qualification. What does it do? The purpose, who's involved, the frequency, and the qualifications. It's just to help you when you do your game planning this year, right? So take a snap of that. I'll go back to the previous slide. Sorry. The event, the purpose, the frequency, opportunity meetings, training, recognition, product seminar training. That's the first part of it. I couldn't give everything on one slide. And then the second part is schools. QSM schools, director seminar, leadership, Ruby, World Team Vacation, Diamond Lifestyle Convention. So It's a quick snapshot of the meetings, what they do or how they increase your business, who's involved, the frequency and qualifications. Just take a snap of that. And my team will discuss it with you if you have any questions. But for sake of time, I'm not going to go into extreme detail on this. Now, this you can take a snap of as well. This is all the events we're doing in Uganda in 2023. Snapshot. So you have all your events on the left-hand side, and meetings, and companies, and your months there. Does it help? Because you can see it at one page, snap, at a glance, you can see what's happening in Uganda for 2023. If anything changes here, we'll communicate it through the PTs into your teams, but that's as we are right now. That's where we sit. I hope that helps. Our main events now arise in January, February. Then in March we've got Ruby Orientation, which is also, we've changed the name slightly. It's now going to be Presidential Pursuit. That's in Johannesburg in March. For all invite to new Rubies. New Rubies, Justice, you've been, right? PTs, I know you've been. Who else has been to South Africa, Sandton, besides Justice and the PTs? Andrew?
We are coming.
Ah, you're coming! That's what I like to hear. It will be in March and it will be in August. So you got a chance, Dennis? August and March. So you got a chance, right? Leadership Summit. It used to be called Leadership School. It's now Leadership Summit. That will be in Kenya, your neighbors, in April. We'll come back to you with the destination shortly. We haven't decided on a destination, but it will be an exciting event. Leadership School. Emerald Directors, Sapphire Directors, Leadership School in Kenya. Right? The qualifications are in your compensation plan. That's a big one. Istanbul, Turkey, May 2023. It's going to be a blast. And I can tell you now we're going to have some very important guest speakers. Very important. Very exciting. Okay? Diamond Lifestyle Vacation, September 2023. So for our 4 rubies and higher. And then East Africa Convention, also known as an Impact Summit, will be in October in Dar es Salaam on the 28th of October. So, yes, sir. So that's kind of like the main events. So, 2023, it's going to be your best year, right? Andrew explained the kind of money that can be made in Uganda, right? I think our eyes are open about what the incentives really are. And I think the most important thing is that you get paid to be consistent, then you get a top up to be consistent, and then you can repeat that every quarter. How crazy is that kind of money, right? So, this year, you've got to take at least a step. Right, I'm saying a minimum, but you can go for 2 steps, because if you're doing this kind of volume and earning this kind of money, you're automatically going to step up. But the last thing I want to say is, make sure that you've got your planning, make sure that you've done your team events, make sure that your teams have done their planning and that you help them do their planning, right? Have a look at the needs of your team, and my request to all of you here is, when we're going to have one-on-ones, and we're going to have, we've had it with some of you already, some unfortunately I couldn't get to, but when we have these one-on-ones on Zoom or personal, okay, come with your team challenges and opportunities. And I'll say it again, the growth in your life is at team level. You are the leaders with your teams. That's where the growth is going to come for your people in your downlines as well as yourself. Good planning, understanding the compensation plan, understanding the incentive, keep the motivation going, keep the excitement going. This is network marketing. And the more excited we are about the future with our teams, the better we're going to do this year. 2023, for me, is we've come out of COVID, right? We now kind of can sit here with us sitting with masks, and I just see a fantastic future for the rest of you in 2023. So, thank you so much.